Start now. Start now. Start now. If you haven't started, start now. And they tell me their investment plan is in their designer bags or designer shoes and stuff. And I'm like, how? Explain to me how. Investments. Erase it from your head. Don't go your money. Who will come and readily dash you $100? Nobody. So you've got to make that money speak. That's what I say to myself. Your money gotta speak, and it would only speak when you're investing correctly. One look and I breathe. Hi guys, your girl Chi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My new subscribers, thank you for joining the fam, and I really like, the goal really is to ensure that you're inspired, whether that's through comedy, whether that's through sharing nuggets or my experience or how I navigate my life as a professional content creator, a mom, a wife, a sister, and a girl next door, right? I'm going to share all of that good stuff, and of course how you can have fun amidst all that's going around in the world, right? You can have fun with every little thing, even with making tea. Let's have fun while making tea and sipping a cup of tea. Anyway, I hope you're inspired. Thank you for joining the family. To my old subscribers and my little subscribers, hey, what's going on? Anyway, so I wanted to talk today about investments. Let's talk about investment for a little bit. I mean, it's nice to have all the flashy things. It's nice to have all the designers. Some people even, like, I've legit had a chat with some folks, like some ladies, and they tell me their investment plan is in their designer bags. Crazy! Or designer shoes and stuff. And I'm like, how? Explain to me how. So what they're saying is that, oh, they invest heavily maybe in a Chanel bag or in a Hermes bag or in a Gucci bag, and then they can use it for as long as, and then they can sell it off for a good price, and still, like, it's like a win-win. It's almost like they've invested in the bag, they've used it, and then they're selling it off. In fact, if you go to a marketplace or any other online store, you'd see that there are shops, there are companies that are open to actually help people sell used designer stuff. And I was like, hey, wait, really, that is a thing? Anyway, please, that is false. Because here's this. What if the bag ruins? What if your child comes and chews the bag or rips it apart? Or what if heat happens and then the bag starts to, like, something can always happen, right? So please, if you have that school of thought, I'm here to advise you. Erase it from your head. Don't go and buy. Buying designer bag is just you getting luxury, right? And trying to live the life. But please do not make an excuse of the fact that you're investing in luxury bags and so you can sell it off. When you talk about investments, you're talking about investments that are equitable, that will give you the bang for your buck. Now, number one investment that I think, and this is my opinion, based on my experience, right, is stock. Stock is one of them. I would have said crypto, but Charlie, please, that bandwagon has moved a while back. Stock, right? Make sure you are building in the stock market. Buy shares, buy into any, and that's the thing about stock, and I don't know if people say this a lot, is that you can sit and decide where and what you want to invest in. Now, you look into, okay, what industry is making it? What industry is growing and will continue to grow over a period of time? Let's even talk about Apple for a minute. You guys, I know a ton of people who, they do not hesitate in getting the newest iPhone each year. each year, legit. Like iPhone 13 came out, they'll move from iPhone 13 to iPhone 13 Pro Max, to iPhone 14, to iPhone 14 Pro, then to iPhone 14 Pro Max. And what they'll do is they'll either keep the previous one or they'll sell the old one just to get an upgrade. Dude, the Apple craze is crazy. So now imagine investing into an Apple stock. Okay, say no more. Okay, now, there's so many investment platforms. I mean, there's so many stock management platforms. If you don't want to do it yourself, you can actually buy into like stock man. I can put some links down. There's Wealthsimple. I use Wealthsimple and it has really worked for me, to be honest, because you can track, you can do a lot of things, and you can easily sell. That's the thing. Your stock is not stuck somewhere that you can't even access it. If you need the money and you need to access it, you can totally sell it and it will come to you in less than 5 business days. Now, if you decide to keep your money in the bank, how much interest are you accruing? Oh! I thought so. Okay. I'm not sure it'd be up to even 5%. Max what? 2.5? I don't know, but you guys, the best decision is stock. If you want to invest, especially on a long term, because keeping that money in the account, what is it doing? What is it doing? If anything, it's depreciating, it's losing value, especially those who are earning in Naira. Like, what are you thinking? If the new FX situation and fluctuation hasn't taught you a lesson, let this video be your lesson. Stop saving in Naira, right? Start investing. Invest a great deal. There are companies who even offer stock buying opportunities. If you're working for such company, do not hesitate. Make sure you buy into the stock plan, especially if the company is doing well. Make sure you buy into it. Buy into the max level, right? Because saving in account these days is a no-no. You guys, I can't overemphasize. Even if you're earning in dollars, it's a no-no. You need to get profit than for just your money to sit in your account. You need to be able to invest such that your money would add value, right? Even if it's $50 on top of your money, even if it's $100 on top of your money, who will come and readily dash you $100?
2,000 years later.
Nobody. So you've got to make that money speak. That's what I say to myself. Your money gotta speak, and it would only speak when you're investing correctly. So if you haven't already explored stock, please go. There's so many stock platforms that you can explore, and you can choose. Like, if you want the oil and gas business, you can choose a company that you want to invest in, and you invest. You can buy it directly, and you can have a stock management company manage it for you. And when you want to sell, you can always sell. Again, of course, there are risks to it. If the market, depending on the market, if the market drops, of course, you could lose share, and if it increases, perfect. But it's better than not even, running a risk of even losing everything you have, or having your money be in your account without accruing anything, right? Or even running a risk of you using the money. Like, you guys, I legit, when I have money in my account and there's something that I need to buy, especially for my kids, I always feel like, oh, why am I working if I can't take care of my kids? I have that thought, and yes, it's a great thought and everything, but it will lead you to bankruptcy because I waste no time in buying things that my kids need, even though we have a set budget for them, right? We have and that I'll talk about in another video. We have a set budget for our kids, but still, I'll still end up, my savings, using it to like buy stuff for them. And I always believe in like piling stuff so we don't run out and things like that. So that is not even a good idea. But when I put my money in investment, I don't have to think. In fact, I'll be broke. I tell people I'm legit broke, and that's true because it means I don't have liquid cash to come spend. You feel me? So I'd rather be that and to know that my money is sitting somewhere and speaking, right? And when I need it, I can always cash out at any point in time. Another is GIC. GIC is essentially in the layers term, and please feel free to go read on GIC so you can learn more. But in the layers term, and from what I understand, it's essentially where you can keep your money and the money is fixed. For instance, if you deposit 1,000 into GIC, it is fixed for a certain period of time. You can choose between 1 year, minimum is 1 year. There's 1 year option, there's the 2 year option, there's the 3 year option. So you can keep your money and you would be able to get compound or simple interest depending on what the bank is offering. And you'll be able to get an interest on that. And irrespective of the condition of the market, you will still retain your capital. Okay, interesting, right? Because unlike stock, whatever, if you invest 1,000 and you lose 500, well, that's your loss. You just go home with your 500. But if you invest and you maybe gain 600 on top, even perfect. So it's a, win or lose situation. Whereas GIC is a win-win, such that when you invest 1,000 and the market grows, you would get your percentage interest on top of your capital, and you take it home at the end of the investment tenure that you have chosen. If the market doesn't do well, you still go with your capital. Now, what beats that? It's better than saving in the bank. So at least you're taking that risk and trying for your money to speak, like I say, for you to get an increased money on your investment, right? That's another option. Another option is housing. And I know a lot of people are talking about this, so I won't go into much detail, but essentially investing in housing, especially in terrains here like Canada. Housing is, I don't think the demand for housing would ever stop. Right? Whether it's renting, leasing, or buying, there's always going to be, with the increasing immigration, demand for housing would increase. So when you're investing in a house, or it doesn't even have to be a house, it could be a condo, whatever, property, that it's, you're definitely going to hit your investment. But obviously that's a long-term thing, and this is if you have, cool extra cash that you can actually invest in. So what you do is to buy into properties they're called pre-construction properties. You buy into pre-construction, I think you pay for a period of time, and then the house is built, depending, could be built maybe in a year or 2 years, and then you continue to pay, and obviously before the keys are given to you, you'd have finished the payment. Now once that's done, you can easily flip the house, I believe, after a year and sell it. And then you build interest, you build equity on that, right? Again, that's another conversation for another video, but just telling you, investing in housing, I think, is the best thing you want to do if you have excess money lying around. Okay? Another investment, or I'd like to call this a saving plan, but, it can be used interchangeably, investment or saving plan, is the RESP, especially for my folks in Canada. If you're not already doing that, please go for it. It's an education saving plan for your kids, especially those who have kids. If you're not doing it, please run now. Run and go and start doing it. Google RESP. Talk to your bank financier. They will tell you everything about it. And please do not hesitate to get on that train. I'm doing it, and I wish I knew it even a lot sooner, right? So what it does is that you save $2,500 of your salary every year, and the government matches it with, I believe, $1,000 if you've successfully saved $2,500 in a year. You guys, tell me how many people will give you $1,000, and that's for your child's education, by the way, nothing else. Again, if your child, and you get to do that saving every year until 18 years, or when your child is ready for school, and it goes for education fund. So irrespective, like even if your child doesn't want to study in Canada, it doesn't matter. If your child wants to study in the US, if your child wants to study in Europe or UK, they can still access those funds. Now, you can access these funds and can also get the government's support on that. And I'll tell you guys, especially those who are coming in, anything where the government tops up for you, please go for it. Go for it. So when what that happens is when your child gets to 18 years, your child can have access to that for their education. And as you guys know, so imagine if your child wants to study medicine, you know how much med school is right now. Now imagine in a couple years or in 10 more years, depending on how old your child is, and your child wants to go study medicine, and you're still earning salary. How will your salary pay for all your children? This is the plan. And you can have a family combo for your RESP where as you add children or as you have new children, you can add them to the plan and start saving specifically for them, and each money will be for the specific child. Now, if the child grows and decides they don't want to go to school, all that money can come back to you. Feel me? Good. Now it cannot be any better. So if you haven't already started, and it's a way because we're so quick to invest in our children now. Oh, let's put them in daycare. Oh, let's buy this for them. Oh, they need pajamas. Oh, they need food. Oh, they need that. Forgetting that education is key, and we need to start now to start saving for their education. Start now. Start now. Start now. If you haven't started, start now to start saving for your child's education, because it's not beans, okay? So now when you've put that money in and you're saving 2.5 every year, now imagine how much you would get to, especially with the government top up as well. Now, assuming all is good and your child wants to study, they would give your child access to that fund to pay through, whether it's tuition, books, accommodation, whatever it is, to successfully get your child to study. It beats going and having your child collect loan, because that loan, your child will have to pay that loan for the rest of their life. And anything about loan, miss me with that. I hate, loan. I don't like loan. Okay, I don't like owing. Like, I can't sleep at night if I know that I'm owing, right? So except that's the last resort, and I need it critically. But if I can do without it, I'm not going to do it. I don't like it. So instead of having your child go take loans to study, exploring the RESP. It's also a way to save. Now, if your child decides not to go to school, oh well and good. You take your money and keep it moving, or you use it to do whatever you want. But again, it's a savings opportunity. The goal here really, guys, is, and if you've not heard what I said, anything that I've said today on this video, the goal here is, please don't stop saving in your bank account. Stop saving in your account. The only thing I believe you should save in your account is 3 months of your current expense. For instance, if your monthly expense, quote unquote, for the whole household is $3,000 a month, ensure that you're saving 3,000 by 3 in your account. Everything else, I beg, take it to go and invest. Right now. Do it now. Do it now. Don't waste time. Go and do it now. So, reason you need to have at least 3 months of saving, no, at a max 3 months of saving in your account is in the event of eventualities. If one person loses their job, or if you lose your job, or you have to take some time off, or whatever that is, I call it emergency funds. You always need to have some liquid cash. There could be something that could come up unexpectedly that you need to access funds, and waiting to sell your stock, or maybe if you put it in GIC that you can't touch, difficult. So, not saying that you shouldn't have any money in your account. Please do, but it only should be the amount. You can even do 2 months. 2 months is fine, very fine. So if you're spending $3,000 in a month, make sure you have 3,000 by 2 or 3,000 by 3 in your account. The rest has nothing doing in your account for no reason. Please, in this time and day, you need to be looking for ways that your money can speak for you in a good way. Okay, so that's that about investment. There's so many more investment opportunities that's out there, but I'm talking about the ones that I've explored myself, because obviously I'm very risk averse. Anything that's too risky, count me out, because I don't play. So these are, some of the options that I know has worked well for me and it's still working well for me that I think you guys need to explore. There's so many other options. If you're a risk taker, by all means, please explore that, right? But these for me, I consider are minimal and they give me the bang for my buck. So why not, if not? Okay, I hope this was insightful to a large extent, and again, please do well to leave in the comment section areas that you'd want to know about, things that you'd want me to talk about, and I'm ready to create a whole video dedicated to that. So please reach out and let me know what you think, guys. If there are other saving, because I don't know it all, of course, I don't know it all. So if you guys have explored, especially to my fam here in Canada, if there are other investment opportunities that you guys are aware of that is really good and beneficial, please leave them in the comment section, because I'm still looking for other investment opportunities that one can explore. So guys, if you have some recommendations, I'm also here to learn from you guys as well. If you have some recommendations, please leave them in the comment section and we can have a chat about that as well. I can even get in an expert to come talk to us more in-depthly about that. But here is your cue to start investing if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and please, if you haven't subscribed, do you know what is you are missing? Don't sleep on this. Now hit the subscribe button. It's very quick. You just need to do tap. Just hit it. It's very red. It's down below. Just tap it. Ding! Right? And put on the notification bell so that you're notified of upcoming videos, because trust me, you don't want to miss what is coming. And don't sleep on this one. Oh, please subscribe. And I'll chat to you on the next one. For now, take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.